We do have new information on a major case that we've been following closely in the district for more than a year now. Just a few hours ago, a 13-year-old girl was sentenced to the maximum amount of imprisonment under D.C. law in connection with the murder of Reggie Brown. She is the first of 5 teenage girls being held responsible for beating the 64-year-old to death in an alley in October of last year. Melissa Kim was in the courtroom today where the girl apologized. Melissa, we're also hearing from the Brown family tonight.
They hung up on me.
Malda Brown was among the family members that had to leave the courtroom as prosecutor Gabrielle Legalio replayed cell phone video taken by the 13-year-old girl, displaying what Judge Kendra Briggs called a celebratory disposition after brutally beating and kicking Reggie Brown the night of October 17th, 2023.
I could hear them celebrating after they murdered my brother today, so it puts you in another frame of mind.
Malda is one of Reggie's older sisters. She says she does not accept the apology.
Absolutely not. She didn't give no remorse or no empathy or no sympathy. It saddens me that these young girls could be so brutal and do something so severe.
The girl will face the maximum penalty by D.C. law, a restrictive commitment in a Department of Youth Rehabilitation Services facility until she turns 21 years old.
I'm just grateful that the judge did give them the time.
But she says it's not enough based on their research of the city's youth rehab facilities.
We found out that they just let these kids come out like a revolving door,
suggesting that parents need to be held accountable.
It's so sad because they're not raising their children. They're letting their children be out all times of night. So what they need to start doing is holding these parents accountable and locking them up as well,
so that another family in the district doesn't have to go through what they did.
It was hard Thanksgiving, and my mom and my sisters and everybody, but we just keep praying.
Yeah, and Judge Kendra Briggs calling this crime horrific and noted that this girl chose to participate in this because she was actually the one that took selfies after the murder of Reggie Brown and as they walked away from his body. In the meantime, 2 of the other girls will be sentenced before the end of the month. We're live at D.C. Superior Court tonight. I'm Melissa Kim, WUSA 9.
Damn shame. Before I even begin, I want all these content creators who make a big deal about, all these male spaces sitting there trying to badly influence young boys and this type of shit. Yeah, y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who they be. Come to the front of the congregation, because we're gonna break this down completely. So back in October of last year, you had 3 girls who viciously attacked, beaten, and killed Reggie Brown. And not only did they have video evidence, but then they were taking selfies celebrating their murderous deed. And these are not grown adult women. These are kids. These are teenage girls. I believe the one who got convicted is age 13. And for what reason and what was the motive of these 3 girls savagely beating and murdering an elderly man? What was their motive? Were they trying to rob him? Or whatever other reason? And as a parent myself, I agree with not only his sister, but everybody in the comment section. Her goddamn parents need to be locked up too. I mean, straight up. I mean, when I first became a parent with my eldest son, my grandparents may they rest in peace. Slapped me in the head by giving me this saying, and it still resonates to me to this very day. Remember, boy, your child is the reflection of you. I clearly didn't know what they meant by that when they first told me, but I figured that shit out real quick. In order, it takes good parenting to raise a child. And it's good to, and with that being said, it's clear to see that her parents did not even care what she was doing out there with her friends. And it's also clear to see that she had no regard to human life. What would drive these teenage girls to murder an elderly man like that? Condolences goes out to the Brown family. You know what I mean? They killed this man and then celebrated the fact that they killed this man as if this was as if it was some sort of achievement, like it's somehow a badge of honor. But then when I saw that, but then when I seen all this shit, I heard all this shit, it's no surprise. And the fact that they've taken selfies, making all these videos, possibly posting it on social media, one can't help but to think, is it just the men who are bad influence to young boys? I don't think so. Not after this shit. I mean, for the past several years, fellas, what has been happening? Especially to the black community. What's been happening? Every time some black man dies, these black women sit there and celebrate. But somehow men are the bad influences here. Now that the rules have been reversed, will they speak up on this, or will they do what they always do best, stay quiet? What's more, I'm surprised nobody picked up on this story. I wonder why. And no, I have no doubt at all that if they're taking videos, taking selfies and stuff, then I know for a fact that they posted it on social media. So by the end of the day, the same ones who wanted to talk about these male spaces being a bad influence for young boys, can we say the exact same thing for these female spaces as well? Also setting bad examples to young girls as well? And I don't have no doubt at all. You've seen what happened. Y'all constantly see what's happening. You got females celebrating the death of men on social media. And now you got young girls out here murdering elderly men and then celebrating it like these grown ass females on social media. So who's the bad influence in this situation? Can they answer that? I doubt it. And what's more, his entire family had to see those photos and see those videos. Just imagine someone murder your family member, then turn around and celebrating it and then celebrating it like they did some big achievement. Makes me sick to the goddamn stomach. But yeah, why stop with them? Because it's clear to see the parents don't give a damn. And yes, as I said before, the parents need to be locked up as well. After all, have we started locking up parents for the actions of their children? Why should the parents be exceptional in this situation right here? But yeah, it's clear to see how these teenage girls got that mindset. It's so clear as day, it's clear as day, like a bright blue sky. I mean, this shit is wild as fuck. I don't even know what to say anymore. Again, my condolences goes out to the Brown family. He didn't have to go through such harsh treatment. And for what? Clicks and views on social media? But we want to talk about bad influences? At this point, I don't want to hear shit anymore about bad influences if only one side is looked at while the other side is ignored. And keep in mind, this happened last year. No one spoke upon this. No one spoke upon this situation. So I decided to speak on it. But nevertheless, I said what I had to say. I'm done and I'm out this bitch. Later.